Alright. Well, welcome everybody. This is Phil Nagy, NagyOnSports. Per the request of some of you, we are going to do a very quick kind of introduction to Madden 21. For those who haven't been able to see it yet, and we'll even sim. I'm finally here. Welcome, Justin. Welcome, Chris G. We had a couple requests for people to kind of walk through some of the new things for the new Madden. We're going to go through the Browns roster and then maybe simulate just like a quarter or two of exhibition football and see if it looks any cleaner to us before we get going with our new 2020 sim. Justin and Chris G, make sure you go back and watch the Ravens game that we did earlier today. It was a beatdown in a good way. Yes. You're right, Chris G. You took words right out of my mouth. The playoffs look like they're a possibility for sure. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started for the sake of... What's up, Keith? For the sake of keeping this video not super long. So, you can go see all the X Factors if you want. There's franchise mode, exhibition mode, ultimate team if that's your thing. Hi, Karen. Face of the franchise, which is like where you start somebody in... high school and play like college and stuff like that and do all that stuff. If you're into like the more of the story mode, the FIFA story mode is really fun. KO Superstar kind of looks like the NBA Jam version of do a little co-op eliminator mode, 5-minute games with some house rules, and then the Yard is their completely new mode, and it's like 6v6, and you just like pair up with people all over the world, create your own guy and go play. So, and you apparently have crazy, wacky uniforms like those, like you're seeing on the screen. So, without further ado, what's up? Yes, what's up, Jason? So yeah, a couple of people had asked to kind of poke through the new Madden, so we're going to real quick take a look at the Browns, and everybody's going to get pissed by where Madden thinks that they are as a roster. So here they are. Baker Mayfield at a 78, including an awareness of 75, which is just doo-doo, and I think he'll be better than that. So just be prepared for that. Keenum and Garrett Gilbert at a 58. Poor Garrett Gilbert. No love for him. I hope so too, Chris. I hope it's absolutely real. Nick Chubb at a 92, and the wrecking ball for his X Factor, which is awesome. Hunt at an 87. Johnson and Hilliard tied at. Love that. Look at his break tackle, 97, and a 90 at trucking for Nick Chubb. So that's exciting. There's Janovich at a 74. That's actually a little better than they had when he was with the Broncos in last season's game. So that's pretty cool. Wide receivers, Odell Beckham. Interestingly, he's just a superstar. He is not an X Factor right now, so I'm sure that's going to be one of those things that pops up at the beginning of the season to get him some stats. Landry at 85, Higgins, Taylor, Ratley, DPJ comes in at a 66, Kadarius Hodge, Jamon Moore, and of course JoJo Natson. Tight end, look at the Hooper 89, Njoku 78. Abercrombie needs better rating than that. We're going to work on getting his rating a little bit higher. He's better than that. They don't know. They just don't know. Carlson and, of course, poor Hewlett. The poor long snappers. Left tackle Wills is a 73. I thought maybe he'd be at least 75, but 73 is a little low for me. Hopefully he'll get up there fast. Batonio 86. Forbes, good scheme fit, of course. Harris, way higher than he was in the people who created the 2020 rosters last year, which is good. Treader at 79. Wyatt Teller, still the weak part of the offense. And Jack Honkin comes in at a 78 with Chris Hubbard. Just don't watch his tape from yesterday. Miles obliterated Chris Hubbard a bunch of times. Left end, Vernon. Porter Gustin, who's looked good in training camp live. And Chad Thomas behind him. And then, of course, Myles Garrett has the Unstoppable Force X Factor. Claiborne and Trevon Young behind him. Defensive tackles, Sheldon Richardson. Ogunjobi had a 77, Richardson 81. Billings, of course, who had opted out, so we'll have to get rid of him before we start our sim. Jordan Elliott, the rookie, at 68. Aquali and Anku. Zimmer, I think, also opted out, if I remember correctly, so we'll have to get rid of him as well. Taki at 68. Tay Davis, who's been playing a lot, in lieu of Mac Wilson at 67. BJ Goodson and Phillips tied for 67s. Obviously, Malcolm Smith not on the roster yet. We'll look to get him on before we get started. Mac Wilson at a 75, with Grace and Meander there for sure. Denzel Ward comes in at an 86, which is a good spot for him to start. Hopefully we can get that superstar status picked up over the course of the season. Greedy, 75, 73 for Money Mitch. Kevin Johnson at a 72. Lewis and the rest of the crew down there. Alumba has been playing a decent amount with the first team in training camp. Delpit, this one's a heartbreaker. What's up, Kit? Welcome. This one's the heartbreaker. We're going to have to take Delpit out. We're trying to be realistic. So when we start the 2020 simmed season this weekend or so, Delpit will not be there, unfortunately, but he starts the game as a 72. Again, these are the right out of the box rankings. Joseph at 77, Sendejo, and Joseph right there as well. Yeah, but unfortunately, it's not just us, Keith. A lot of teams had some opt-outs, some even more than us, and injuries have been going around everywhere. So there is Cyber, and look at the hammer, 79 for the Scottish Hammer, so that's great to see him. So again, here's kind of your top guys, 3 guys in the 90s, how we're doing there. Just in case you're curious, I'll go through the just the top players in the NFL. Mahomes a 99, Wilson, Jackson, Breeze, Brady. Those are your only 90 quarterbacks. That feels pretty fair. Again, a little extra love for the cover athlete, of course. McCaffrey, Henry, Elliott, Chubb, 4th best running back, Cook, Aaron Jones, and then of course Barkley are your 90 rated running backs. Juszczyk and Ricard. We'll get Janovich up there just as soon as we can. 99, Michael Thomas, Hopkins, Jones, Hill. Hill's the speed of a 99. Probably the only guy in the game who's a speed of 99. Adams, Cooper, Evans, Diggs, Beckham, Keenan Allen, and Thielen are your only 90 receivers. 90 tight ends are George Kittle, who's almost a 99. He is very good at football. There is Gronk, who's back, and Zach Ertz. There's Hooper just outside the 90 club there. We'll get him into that 90 club. Left tackles, just the 5 of them there. As you can see, don't need to read for you. Richie Incognito, the legend. Two of the left guards. Here's some centers. Again, just 2 of them. There's Alex Mack, of course. There is Zach Martin. This is the right guard. Just 3 of them. Oh, there's Kevin Zeitler. Rip Kevin Zeitler. Would you trade Kevin Zeitler for Olivier Vernon back straight up? I think I probably would. And right tackles, Mitchell Schwartz, Ramczyk are the only 2. So again, in general, out of the box, Madden does not give a bunch of high ratings. As you can see, here are the left ends, just 3, Bosa, Cam Jordan, and Watt. A couple of other who are darn close, but not quite there just yet. Aaron Donald, right end, Calais Campbell, Garrett, Hayward, and then Nick Bosa right there as well. So there is Cameron Hayward. Fletcher Cox, we know him all too well. Best D tackle in the game again for the 2nd year in a row by a long shot over Chris Jones, Michael Pierce, Kenny Clark, and Grady Jarrett. Outside linebackers, Mack, Miller, and Jones are your only 3. Luckily, TJ Watt's only an 86 because he always ruins our life. Bobby Wagner and Lavonte David, the only 2 in the 90s for middle linebacker. And no right outside linebackers. Interesting. Demario Davis is the best. Oh, Demario Davis, X Brown, womp womp, and Shaq Barrett, of course. Cornerbacks, Gilmore in the 99 club with Ramsey, White, Sherman, Alexander, Slay. That's it. So not a very deep list there. Free safeties, just the 3. Bayard, Simmons, McCourty. Harris and Smith, Matthew, and Jamal Adams. Oh, look at him. Weird in the Seahawks jersey. Look at that Avalanche. They do have some new X Factor stuff. We'll maybe dig into that a little bit. Tucker is the best kicker. And Hecker is the best punter. So there you go. That's kind of a quick walkthrough of the... I didn't do anything, but sure. Okay, so then the next and last thing we're gonna do, because we just talked a little bit about the different game modes, is we're just gonna go ahead and do a real quick exhibition. Sure, we can have them play the squealers. I don't care. Yeah, that's fine. All that stuff's fine. So this is going to be the right out of the box, the new Browns playbook. Yeah, we'll just do like 6-minute quarters is fine. No need for accelerated clock. Brown Stadium, exhibition, simulation. Yeah, that's fine. All good. We'll do the quick presentation to make it nice and quick. So anyway, we're just going to run a quarter or two here and we kind of chat about it as we sort of see what if anything is sticking out to us in here watching our. This will be the first time I've watched the game sim. Kit, have you watched any sims yet on year 21?
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796.
All right, here we go. Whoops, change the speed first. So this part's good that we can still do it the same way that we have done it before. Interesting. Grass. What is happening? Here we go. Hey, there are those New Jerseys. Okay, just curious. Those are some sharp-looking jerseys. I like that the names seem bigger to me. Like the nameplates on their back seem bigger to me. Does anybody else feel that way? What's going on here? Man, those are nice though. Look at those. Those are good. Socks look good too. Alright, we get it. Cool lens flare. Let's go. Why aren't you playing football? Seriously, what's going on? Here we go. Alright.
On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And
numbers are larger too. Yeah, I thought so. Who do they have back there? Matson? Oh, sorry. God, I forgot to turn Brandon Gotten off.
And a decent return out to the 27.
Sorry, I gotta turn Brandon Gotten off. Sorry, everyone.
And now Cleveland geared up.
This isn't what you signed up for. I apologize. It's been so long, I was like, who's talking? What's happening? Volume control, here we go. There we go. In-game commentary, 0. Okay, sorry about that. I could not handle that. That's not what we do. I know you don't know that, Madden, but that's not what we do. Alright, here we go. Back to the sim. Alright, so double tight end left. Again, Beckham not an X Factor, just a superstar. They're going to do motion, though, and then they go Chubb right up the middle. I have noticed in an injury right away. We're used to that. I have noticed in the Training Camp Live that they are running motion almost on every single play. Kit, is that part of the traditional zone scheme offense, or is that maybe just a Stefanski thing to try to help Baker get a pre-snap read? What do you think? There's a lot of dead time between plays. I thought this was on quick presentation. But if you remember, exhibition always had that extra time between kickoffs and everything. Baker, 5-step drop. Watch out! Ball comes out. Not sure how that wasn't.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Sure, okay, so it's not necessarily like, oh, a staple of the wide zone. Oof. Little tuck rule there. That ball was definitely out. I can't believe that's not a fumble. They're not even going to review it. Sure, and yes, I understand the purpose of the zone. Baker back to pass. He's going to dump it off to the left side to Kareem Hunt. He's got a lot of work to do, and he's not going to get there. Stefanski on the sideline with a big fist pump. I hope they show a close-up of Stefanski. There he is. Look at him. It looks nothing like Kevin Stefanski at all. Oh, incredible. Let's see the hammer. Come on. The Scottish hammer down and going to be ripped down on the play. Looks like Kevin Johnson got down there, lacerated liver and all.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard
Yeah, I
line.
agree, Mark. They kind of did him dirty. It's like, come on, guys. You have the technology to make these people look as authentic as possible, and that's what you make Kevin Stefanski look like?
Pass, complete to Jalen
Brutal.
Samuels. A gain of 14. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Only Madden. Gosh, I forgot how much time between plays when you're in this exhibition mode. We've been in a franchise for so long. It's sped everything up. Big Ben out of the shotgun. He's going to turn around and get a delayed handoff. Is that Samuels again? It's hard to see his number from here, but he is finally called down. Is he laying on top of Larry O?
Carrier for Pittsburgh. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Here he is.
9.
Gosh, I can't see it.
Check, ready? 230.
I can't see it. But oh well. Big Ben back to pass. He's going to spin. Is he going to get sacked? No, he's going to throw way back to the right side of the field. That ball lazily gets out. Remember, Eric Ebron is the tight end of the Steelers now.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Man, the stadium announcers are announcing all the plays too. I'll have to turn that. That's a new commentary where like the in-stadium announcer saying 3-yard gain on the play. Well, Kit's not actually my brother. He is my cousin. So you can say all the things you want about my brother-in-law if you want. I only have one, and he's fine.
Pass, complete to James Washington.
James Washington, who I think opted out, right? Isn't he not on the team anymore? I don't know. All these years of free agency and Madden are running together in my brain. I would assume he is, Mark, because I didn't mess with any of the rosters for the... I'm just doing like an exhibition game, so I'm assuming he and Delpit are probably both in there. Sadly. Connor right up the middle. Huge hole. Gosh, well, the Steelers can block.
James Conner
17 yards.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
He looks like Shia LaBeouf. That's incredible. That's actually who they got. They're like, we can't afford Kevin Stefanski. His agent's kind of a jerk, so we're going to get Shia LaBeouf to be our model today. There's Miles.
James
Shutting down the run there.
The stop made by Myles Garrett. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
Man, those jerseys are clean, though. Woof, they look good. I'm excited. Excited about the jerseys. We haven't seen any weird, like, 2nd and inches yet. We haven't seen a spin and sack. We saw a spin and not sack. Left side through the hole, filled quickly. There he is, 51, Mac Wilson, hyperextended knee and all. Looks like the crowd, oh my gosh, I haven't even noticed. No, I think they're all packed in there. That would be crazy, Mark, if they had socially distanced fans. Man, I love the socks. Those are sweet. I gotta get some of those socks. One step, 2 step, 3 steps, across the middle. Oh, Mac Wilson had it in his hands.
Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
Intended for Juju.
It's now 4th and goal.
4th and goal. This guy's crazy. This in-stadium announcer guy. We may have to turn him down.
Boswell on for the field goal.
He's taking all my lines.
A 24-yard attempt.
All right, Ben style.
The kick is good.
Kick is good. Let's see if it waits for a million years after.
Browns nothing.
That's one of the things when we used to do exhibitions, that it was like 30 seconds of waiting, because I used to remember I was going to do commercial breaks. If you remember back to our first season of Sims, I was like, send me your info and I'll do commercials, and then that never happened, so I stopped offering. Yep, here we go. We're going to have to sit here and wait for like 30 seconds before the kickoff. Pretty wild. So, how's everybody doing? Oh, fuck, I forgot how brutal this was. This was back when I used to record the games onto a USB stick and then edit them for like 6 hours and put them on the internet. Those original games. It took so long. We've been so spoiled by the live streaming. There's Natson, a little bit of an angle to the left side. The numbers on the field look different too, don't they? There's like a slightly different font to the numbers on the field.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, Baker back. He's got 2 tight ends. He's going to go left side, and Chubb's going to get smacked in the backfield. We've seen that play before. Cameron Hayward brings him down, loss of a yard.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Dang, seriously, this in-arena guy's doing all the work for me. Yeah, franchise for the win for sure. Nice little play action. Baker with time. He's going to spin. He's going to throw on the run, and it's going to get picked. There is a flag out there. Could be holding, but that's picked by Minka. Brutal, and it's holding against Batonio to boot, so the Steelers get the ball. Oh, crazy. That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, it's just whether or not they can justify a roster spot for him. I think DPJ has a much better chance in the receiver room that makes the cut. So if he can do it just as well as JoJo, and I don't know if JoJo does punts also or just kickoffs. I mean, I'm assuming he does. But here Cadillac Carl got him. Sit down, Big Ben.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So DPJ as the number 3, and then just leave Natson as like your number 6th receiver / returner. I mean, you've seen Natson running with the ones, especially as much of those, as many of those like reverses and stuff that they've been doing. Again, you're not sure if it's just to keep Baltimore on edge or whatever, but it feels like they're running a ton of reverses during their install.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
I mean, DPJ I think is definitely going to make the team, and I think it's a could he also be the kick returner if they felt like they needed to justify cutting JoJo.
49-yard attempt.
Oh, you think Natson as the 3rd receiver? Like our shifty guy in the slot?
Makes the score Steelers
That's
6,
what you're thinking.
Browns nothing.
That would be crazy. I mean, he has the skill set for that kind of that Taylor Gabriel mold. Super, super shifty, but I don't know how well he runs routes and catches the ball. All I've seen him do is run reverses and stuff. So Baker's pick only ends in 3. Gotcha. Well, there you go. So it sounds like Natson and slot receiver Natson. Maybe we'll trade him for Andy Isabella. Roethlisberger kicks it away. I would have agreed with you a week ago, Mark, but Higgins has kind of been, until yesterday, he hadn't really shown up much. I think Ratley's gone too. He just can't stay healthy. And Taywan Taylor kind of feels like a luxury at this point.
Number 24, Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
I gotcha, kid. I see. A little psychology for the rest of the team to see that he can hang if he had to play receiver. I'm with you. 2 yards there. Here's our first look at oh no, it's just double tight ends. Left side Chubb angles it up. He's going to run into some traffic. He's going to get 2.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I think Natson's probably been a little shiftier than Julian Edelman, but that could definitely be the role that he plays. 3rd and 5. Yeah, I did hear that, Mark. In his presser, he talked about how hard he worked, probably because of how crappy he looked in practice, and everybody was like, oh, he's done. A screen on third down. Hunt's got it. Huge hole. Minka Fitzpatrick tackles him easily, but there you go. An effective screen pass. It does exist. Again, this is the out-of-the-box. Kit and I haven't tweaked their playbook in any capacity. It'll probably still take us a few weeks to do that. But a screen pass there for the first down. Baker back to pass. Fires across the middle. That one's caught. Is that Landry on the right side? It is Higgins. There you go. Right on cue. Rashard Higgins. Good catch for him for 12.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All right, double tight end. All we're really missing here, with about 3 minutes left in the half, is a little hooper action. Shove right up the middle again. 5 carries for 6 yards. Unfortunately, that's become a stat line of recent notion. I just can't figure it out. But we haven't messed with any of the settings. This is just right out of the box, Madden. Oh, that one could have, should have been picked again. Vince Williams, good thing he can't catch. Baker threw that thing right to him as he was sitting there in the middle of the field in a zone coverage, and Beckham was slanting into his zone. So far I don't like Baker, and I don't like Chubb not running very well. Uh-oh, spin, but he gets around him. Shuffle, nice throw. Good catch by Beckham. That was crazy. That's a new animation for this year. He kind of shuffled to the right, passed. Look at him. He kind of ran, did a little fake roll to the right to get around TJ Watt. That was crazy. Nice catch in front of Joe Hayden there for Beckham. That was cool. Hey, Janovich is in the game. Turn around, give it to Chubb right up the middle. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to roll through the hole for 6. Yes, gosh, Kadarius Hodge too. And I think Hodge definitely makes the team because he's like a special teams wizard in terms of being a gunner.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
We'll see how this 2-minute drill offense is, if it's any different. Double tight end left, Baker. 5-step drop. He's going to throw it. Hey, there he is. Hooper, his first catch.
That's good for a Cleveland Browns.
Oh, he fell down. That was weird. First down for Hooper.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, Mark, I think they have okay depth. They're forced to be running. Well, I guess only Tretter's the only starter who's out. So, yeah, I don't know. Hubbard kind of sucks. Lamb's kind of eh. And Teller is not a great starting right guard option to begin with. The other 4 spots are pretty solid. Welcome, Sean. Go Browns. Across the middle. Touchdown. No, he dropped it. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Beckham. So it's good to see that play still exists in the new Madden. The drop slant pass. Again, if you're curious about the a game, I did like a really quick overview of the game modes, and then I went through the Browns roster a position at a time, and then I went through the NFL a position at a time and kind of showed you who the top players at each position were. Sean, you're confessing to us? This is a safe space, Sean. You do you. What do you need, brother? Oh, he's running! He ran! Cool! That was really cool. We haven't seen that before in Madden 20 in Madden 20. Look at Baker run up the pocket and then throw a strike on the run. That was sweet. Yeah, Teller does. Again, it's hard to really tell without them tackling and going full go, but Teller at least feels like he's holding his own. The zone blocking scheme seems to be a better option for him. Aw, thanks, Sean. It's okay, you're allowed to cheat on us. I'm not bringing you content every day like I once was. But Kit and I'll have at least a video or two out a week here into the regular season. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's a good point, Kit, having Teller next to him. But that was cool. We'd never seen that particular little animation. Baker kind of stepped up in the pocket like he was going to run and then threw a strike on the run. And he's very good at throwing on the run. And a lot of what we've seen is him throwing on the boot, bootlegging one way or to utter in the training camp live session. So that's pretty cool. That was definitely a new thing that was not in the last Madden. So we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that. It's okay, Sean. Just when you're watching with other people or if you're on their streams, be like, hey, this was pretty good. But if you want to watch the best stream, you got to go to this channel. Because YouTube didn't like it when I tried to advertise my channel on other people's videos. So I had to stop that. 145 across the middle. Uh-oh, watch out. Speed to the corner and he's gone. Juju. Look at Delpit chasing him down. He is gone for a very quick touchdown there. Broken tackle. Actually, I don't even think he was touched. Easy. Too easy. Well, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
We've got so much content now. If you even showed up to the channel on day one, you'd be like, where do I even begin? There's like 74 full simulated games. NagyOnSports is starting to get their own server at the YouTube studios, man. We've got hours and hours and hours and hours of content. Almost probably close to 100 hours of content on their servers. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Well, that was quick, so we'll get a chance to see now with 3 timeouts and a $137. Get a chance here at the end of end of half situation. And then that's it, because it's a school night and I'm old and tired. We do, Sean. What you don't realize, especially because you came in late, is that this is just an exhibition of the new Madden 21. So I just got it yesterday and pulled it out of the box. And a couple other people on the channel asked if I would do like a quick overview. So we're just watching like a half of exhibition football with the new Madden game. In the old Madden game, we have week 17 against the Bengals. You were right about that. And if we win, the playoffs are definitely real. Look at that spin and throw on the run. It went out of bounds. I'm liking some of these new Mayfield animations, though. So that's what's happening, Sean. Please don't be confused. And if you go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see, like, oh, it's Madden 21, and it's all purple and stuff because of freaking Lamar Jackson. So that's what's going on. You're not really missing much. We just wanted to do a little preview to see if the gameplay smoothed out in some different ways. Baker, there it is, rolling. He's rolling again. That's twice now where he does that little roll up in the pocket and throw on the run. This one wasn't nearly as effective, but I like that. That might mean that we get a few less sacks. If Baker has a little bit more pocket awareness, that would be awesome. Right side shove angled. Outside zone scheme. Oh, are they going to get a holding call? Looked like the flag came out in a holding call. No, illegal block. Oh, illegal block in the back. That's not good either. They're going to decline it. Yeah, he is a little bit more mobile in this game, Sean. I'm with you for sure. I like what I see so far. I'm not sure I like the play calling necessarily just yet, but I like I like some of the new animations that he does in the pocket. Across the middle, and it's Juju tackled there.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to Juju Smith.
He could have, yes, you're right. That'll be the next step, Keith, getting him to run it for first down.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
Look how tall Villanueva is compared to everybody else in that huddle. Look at Shia. I can't not see Shia LaBeouf now. Thanks for that, kid. Shia LaBeouf Stefanski on the sideline. Samuel's going to go out in motion. Greedy goes with him. Back to pass, 2 linebackers blitzing, and they're going to dump it off. Mac Wilson makes the tackle. Oh, rip Mac Wilson. Hopefully he'll be back sooner than later. Delpit's the one that hurts. And Kit and I talked about it today. We're going to have to be true because we're trying to simulate reality. So we will bench Delpit for the year, unfortunately, which is stinky. He might. You're exactly right, Mark. He might. That would be great if he did. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Throw it left side. Knocked away. B.J. Goodson gets that palm in there. Big Ben gets knocked to the turf like the punk that he is. Yep, let's get it. You're right, Mark. Let's get it. Pick 6 right here would be fine with me. Ben, he's going to shuffle in the pocket now. He takes off. Big Ben hit him, pointing out blockers, and he slides down before Denzel Ward comes up to try to hit him. Ben with a 40-yard scramble up to the 42. Uniforms look great, though. Back to pass, across the middle. Samuels, Taki, good tackle there. Taki about.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to
he can, no, for sure. For sure he can. And I think you're going to see Sendejo and Joseph on the field a lot together, even though they're both. I haven't heard anything yet, Mark. Last I heard they were still seeking a second opinion to determine if they were going to do surgery. But then I heard like maybe 6 to 8 weeks, yeah. That's what Sean heard too. Excuse me, 6 to 8 weeks if he chooses to just try to let it heal. But they were waiting for some of the swelling to go down before they could truly see. That ball is short for Boswell. All right, 6 seconds left. Let's see. It looks like they've got the Hail Mary formation in the game. From the 43, though, Baker's got this arm. He's going to fling the ball deep, middle of the field. Knocked down there. All right, so we'll go ahead and end the rest of the game just to see what it looks like. Like if the stats change or anything like that. There it is. Browns win 17-13. Take that, Tomlin. Watch these end of game things. Baker is super pumped. Big Ben is not super pumped. Wyatt Teller and Baker exchange a handshake. Bud Dupree wants to shake his hand. Is that dirt on his arm? I was like, Baker doesn't have tats, does he? Looks like that might just be like dirt on his arms. It's interesting. Dirt accumulating on his arms. So there it is. That was our little sneak peek to wet your whistle, to hook you in for our Simmed 2020 season, the real Simmed 2020 season, not the fake Simmed 2020 season that we started in May, but we'll do the real darn thing, and I'm looking forward to it. Kid and I are pretty excited. We're going to bring you some kind of pre-game show vibe things, and then we will sim the season sometime before, or sim the game sometime before the real season starts. Oh, Baker Mayfield had a touchdown run in the sim, and we missed it. 4 carries for 8 yards. Dang. We missed it in the Super Sim. 1 sack for Carl. We saw it. So, in any event, so that was fun. So thank you again, subscribers, for asking for that. We did just a little walkthrough of the new Madden. Some of the features. Again, I didn't go through and play all the games because you know, I'm not going to go to. But here again is what it looks like. There is Lamar, Exhibition Franchise, Madden Ultimate Team, Face of the Franchise, Superstar KO, where you draft your team of X Factors, in the co-op Eliminator mode featuring 5-minute games and special house rules, apparently with crazy jerseys. And then also the Yard, which is a brand new Madden mode where you play like 6v6 with people all over the world. Kind of reminds me like if you've played 2K, where you like go in and just hop in games with dudes all over the place in 2K. So There it is. Yeah, you're right. It is, Sean. It is a little bit more fluid. I think so. But so anyway, that's where we're at. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a few minutes, checking that out. I'm sure there are plenty of other videos to get to, but we will finish. We got unfinished business here with the 2019 Browns and our coulda, woulda, shoulda sim series, and then we'll get after it with this new game at that point. So we've got some work to do to kind of tweak things up the way that we want them to do. And again, realism is the biggest thing we're going to do. So we're going to make sure that we get Delpit out of there and Mac Wilson out of there for as many weeks as it looks like he's not going to play, because we're trying to be realistic. So thanks so much. As always, appreciate the subscribers. Not sure about tomorrow, but certainly by Friday we should be able to get the Bengals game done. And then we'll see if the playoffs await. That might delay the start of our 2020 sim series. We'll see what happens. So thanks everybody. Yep, you too, Sean. Be safe. Guys, be good. And as always, go Browns.